New video shows a Maple Grove police officer being dragged nearly 40 yards by a suspect following a traffic stop last month. Despite that, the suspect involved is not charged with assault, leaving law enforcement agencies dismayed.
Gordon Severson joins us with more on why the Hennepin County attorney says she decided to pursue a lesser charge instead. Gordon?
Yeah, both the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association and the Maple Grove Police Department want this suspect to be charged with assault, arguing he used his vehicle as a weapon to injure this officer. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office says the evidence shows the suspect was trying to get away, and they can't prove he was intentionally trying to injure the officer in this case. According to the criminal complaint, around midnight on November 13th, Maple Grove police officers pulled over a vehicle for tinted windows and a failure to signal. Officers noticed an empty container of alcohol, and they asked the driver to step out of the vehicle. A few moments later, the driver ran, jumped into the driver's seat, and drove away, causing one officer to fall to the ground and dragging another officer for 40 yards.
It was an extremely dangerous situation.
Imran Ali is the general counsel for the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association. He argues the charges in this case aren't strong enough. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office has filed felony charges for obstruction and fleeing an officer, but the association argues the suspect should be charged with assault with a dangerous weapon, arguing the vehicle is the weapon and the driver used it to hurt an officer.
When situations like this happen and when they are injured on duty, that these cases be treated like other cases, that these cases be prosecuted aggressively to ensure that this type of conduct doesn't happen.
The Maple Grove Police Department agrees with the chief saying, "I am troubled and alarmed felony assault charges were declined." Ali says an assault charge comes with a mandatory minimum prison sentence, whereas obstruction and fleeing do not. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office, however, says several senior-level attorneys reviewed this case. And based on the facts, they can't prove the suspect was intentionally trying to injure the officer with his vehicle, saying, quote, "Any prosecutor or defense attorney understands we need evidence to support charges. Unfortunately, we are unable to rely on false characterizations of the facts by individuals from interest groups who don't have access to all the evidence in the case." The county attorney's office says the issue here is intent. They say the evidence in the case suggests the suspect's intent was to flee and the officer was injured in the process. They say they can't prove the suspect was intentionally trying to hurt the officer with his vehicle. Back to you.
All right, Gordon, thank you.